Wilmington has done a lot of renovation during the past decade, and there are a lot of beautiful neighborhoods to choose from if you want to live in Wilmington. Now, when you're buying a home in the city, it might be helpful to know where the stores are located and what there is to see and do in the area, and perhaps even a little history about the various neighborhoods. Now, 8 years ago, Cityside was founded. It's a non-profit organization dedicated to educating the public on the benefits of city living. Now, Cityside has planned a lot of events for residents, and they publish a monthly newsletter, and they have available a new publication, which I happen to have here, and it's called City Sampler, which is a guide to shops, neighborhoods, and restaurants and services. And with us tonight is the president of Cityside, Sally O'Byrne, and she's a delightful lady. I had a chance to talk to her before the show, and I'd like to introduce you to her now. Hi, Sally.
Glad to be here.
Sally, how long have you lived in the city of Wilmington?
Well, we moved in 1977, in the summer of 77.
Mm-hmm.
And we have an urban homesteading house. We were awarded it in February, and we moved in July.
So you're a lucky lottery winner then, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
very lucky.
I understand the Cityside has a tour each year. Why don't you tell us about that?
We actually have two tours. We have a church tour in April, which is not so well known. It's only This is only the second year of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the tour that we're really known for is, and the reason we first got started was for the house tour, which we have every October. And it features about 21 or 22 houses. Each year we have a different theme, whether it be, last year it was a waterfront neighborhood theme. Some years it's been Cityside, East Side, West Side, Cityside. It's different. One year we tried to focus on commercial properties and businesses and renovation. Each year it's different, but this year we will have it again in October, and it should be good.
And people open their houses and let people just wander through and get a chance to see?
Yeah, each house will have 2 or 3 people there as guides to answer questions. And we usually try to have a variety of houses in different stages of renovation, or maybe that were never renovated but have had long-term residents there, different areas of the town. So you get a feel of the city through the houses.
Now, for someone who's not familiar with the city, how can your publication, City Sampler, help them?
Well, City Sampler has several chapters. The first chapter tells you about how to get financing, how to go about getting a house. And then we break down neighborhoods. We discuss 24 different neighborhoods in the city, a little bit about the background of them, the houses, the history of them, the kind of shops you might find in them, a little bit about each one. And then the rest of the book breaks down shops that might be of service to you, food shops, shops to refinish furniture, clothing shops, and other services that are available in the city.
I see a price tag here of $2. Is that correct?
$2, yes. We don't. It's a bit high, but there's no advertising. We thought that having advertising might make people think we were slanted one way or the other. So I think it's well worth the price.
Now, where is this available, this Cityside Sampler?
Well, I've got a list here. Just happen to have a list. It's on the mall in downtown. You can get it at Artisans 2, Artisans 3, or the Craft Connection. Also, you can get it at Greenwood Bookshop, the Cheesery, presenting Italy, the History Store, which is on Union Street, and Shin's Paint Store. You also could contact one of the board members and get a copy, too.
I suppose people want to get involved in Cityside. How could they contact you?
Well, we have a new phone number that just came out in the new directory. The number is 656-6815. You also can write to us at P.O. Box 1775, or you may see our publications here. We try to keep a copy of a newsletter in the mayor's office and in the library. We try to keep copies in several spots around town.
Now, what type of entertainment does Wilmington offer at night as an expert on the city?
Well, let's see. Most people know about the Grand Opera House and know about the Playhouse.
Yes.
But a lot of other places people may not be so familiar with. There's a professional theater company, which is relatively new in this a firehouse down by the Salvation Army.
Delaware Theater Company, featured on our show regularly. Yes.
Yes, and then there's also a jazz club called the Flight Deck, which has really renowned jazz players coming from all over the country to play there. That's on Market Street. The Rialto Theater is down on 3rd and Market, and it features films you wouldn't see at other theaters around town. Foreign films, arty films, good films, but they're not first-run theater. There's also the Loop. I suspect a lot of your viewers have heard of the Loop, which goes throughout the summer, and it's where there's many of the bars open and a little shuttle bus going from one to the other, and each bar has a band. And I have noticed in the last couple of years there's been a lot more live entertainment in many of the downtown bars and other ones that are not quite so downtown either, but they're really featuring lots of live entertainment.
Now, that takes care of nighttime. How about daytime entertainment? I'll ask you, Sally, as an expert on the city.
Well, there are some matinees at some of these theaters. There's also a whole variety of parks and other recreational facilities. In the summer, there's 3 or 4 pools, numerous tennis courts, which are very well kept up, and they're located throughout the city in different parks. There's also, in the winter, I've noticed a lot of people sledding on Rockford Hill and different reservoirs around the town. We have a really good variety of parks.
Now, other than the tours of the houses and so forth, what are some of the other major events and activities that Cityside Inc. plans?
Well, the other major annual event which we have is the Cherry Blossom Festival and Fun Run, which it will be April 17th this year. And that is a 5-mile run from Josephine Gardens by the Brandywine Zoo and to Rockford Tower and back. And then the rest of the afternoon down along the park is restaurant tours and folk dancing and a whole variety of different kinds of activities which are just there to have a day in the park. That's going on, that's another annual event. Other events which we have in the immediate future will be a Rialto night in February 4th, which is where we're going to be, it's kind of a fundraiser for the Rialto Theater, but it will be the night before Stevie opens for the public. We'll be having it for members or other people, invited guests who wants to come. There will be a short film by Ardent Films called The Bold Poachers first. There will also be in March a mini tour of Union Street shops, which is going to be sponsored by History Store, which is on Union Street. In April, May, we're going to be having the 2nd annual church tour, which will feature different churches around town. In the summer, we have a membership picnic.
Goes on and on.
Yes, on and on.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Sally. I hope the viewers take advantage of all the services you provide and also get involved and active in Cityside Inc. because it's a thriving organization in a thriving town, and we applaud your efforts.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome.